Hi, thank you for the people that have left comments, and sorry for disappearing for a couple of months after saying that we all need to support each other and it'd be really good if people started talking. Just before Christmas, sort of November kind of time, I just hit a massive wall. I've been really positive about everything and trying to kind of make the best of it and trying to like find my way through it, and I got to the point where I was eating kind of white bread, cheese, and the only vegetables I could I could bear to eat that didn't taste terrible were peas and sweet corn. And I just got to the point where my diet was so bad that I was really suffering for it. So I was eating like no fibre because I can't bear the smell of like any kind of bran type products, and barely any protein because the only protein that I could stomach was cheese. So yeah, just on a sort of, obviously after a certain amount of time, my body just got to the point where I was really unhealthy. I had no energy. Mentally, I just hit a massive block with it. So yeah, after being like really positive and really kind of like, yeah, I really could do this, and then I really couldn't do it anymore. So I decided that I needed to try and possibly look at sort of meal replacements and things. So yeah, so that's what I did. And I started those in December, and I feel tons better already. So I've been having roughly one a day since I think it was middle of December that I got them, and yeah, feeling so much better. Obviously getting a bit of fibre, getting all the vitamins and stuff from those. So the one that I went for in the end was Huel. I looked at a few, and a lot of them are designed for weight loss, which obviously wasn't what I was after. I really wanted something that was nutritionally really like enriched. And then a lot of them are, they've got flavours in, because obviously normally you want from like a meal replacement sort of shake type thing, you want something that tries to taste really good, and obviously that holds massive issues. So I was trying to look for something that was relatively neutral in terms of taste. So what I ended up with was Huel. I spoke to a couple of friends who use it because there's a referral scheme thing. So I asked them so I could get that, and then I was asking their opinion on the flavours and stuff, because it does come in different flavours. So the first one I got was the original, which is it's got a vanilla flavour to it, and it has got sweeteners in it, but it's not massively sweet and it's not massively vanilla-y, well, to me at least. So it's reasonably neutral, although it is like a sweet flavour. So that's sort of where I started with it. And then the last order that I got, which is just the second order that I've had, I got an unflavoured, unsweetened one, which to me tastes quite salty. So it wasn't unpleasant, but it's really neutral and it's just a little bit salty. But what I found is if I add flavours to that, so I found that I can eat blueberries still. I can taste the blueberries and they're not overwhelmed by like the sweetness, which they are a little bit in the original. So yeah, I've had quite a lot of success with it. Everyone's different, obviously, it might not work for you, but it really helped just to like have something that I could eat when I really couldn't face eating food. I mean, I'm sitting here at the minute and I can smell the dinner that my husband's cooking, and it smells so rank. He's clearly frying onions, and it's permeated all the way from the kitchen, which is on the ground floor, right up to my study, which is like in the loft. So yeah, it's still really bad. But anyway, so that's what I've tried, and yeah, it's worth a go. Just to give yourself a little bit of a break. What I found was that when I'm eating food, I've got an expectation that it's going to taste good, and then when it doesn't, it's like a real blow. Whereas when I'm eating this, it's white gruel kind of stuff, milkshake if you really stretch a definition. And so I haven't got the expectation that it's going to taste a certain way, which means that as long as it's palatable, it doesn't disappoint me. So it's just much easier than eating food all the time. So yeah, I've definitely, if you're really struggling to eat, and if you're really struggling health-wise, certainly that worked for me, and I feel a lot better, and it's allowing me to have the headspace to actually try foods that I don't think that I'll like, because I don't have to force myself to get through a whole plate. I know I'm not reliant on it for nutrition. If I'm really struggling, if I'm having a day where I can't even do water, it gives me like an alternative that I've got to turn to. So I hope that helps somebody.